When a woman looks at you, truly looks at you, there's more being said than most people ever realize. Eye contact is one of the most powerful, primal forms of communication in human interaction. And in the context of attraction, it becomes even more layered, emotional, and revealing. The eyes are not just the windows to the soul, they're also the secret pathway to understanding desire, vulnerability, and interest. Now, when a woman holds eye contact with you even for a few seconds longer than usual, it's rarely accidental. This lingering gaze is often her way of testing your presence, your awareness, and your response. Is he confident enough to hold it? Will he notice me noticing him? This subtle act can signal that she's emotionally open or even craving connection. But not all eye contact is created equal. There are different types that reveal different things. The accidental glance is usually just that, incidental. But when she looks away, and then looks again, that's no accident. That's intentional. That's a silent invitation. Her brain is lighting up with curiosity, wondering how you'll react. Will you smile? Will you approach? The second kind is what we might call the intimate lock. This is when she gazes at you while you're talking, and she's not just looking at your mouth or your gestures, she's locked onto your eyes. This signals deep interest. Her brain is activating emotional pathways that foster bonding and romantic feelings. She's not distracted. She's absorbing every bit of your presence, and her pupils might even dilate as a subconscious response to attraction. Then, there's the side-eye sneak. This is one of the more playful and shy signals. She might be trying not to appear too eager, so she steals glances from the side, perhaps while pretending to focus on something else. These quick sideways looks are often accompanied by a smile or a soft laugh, clear signs she's hoping you notice, but she's too nervous to stare directly. Another layer to this is what happens during group settings. If you're in a conversation with others and you notice her eyes return to you more often than the rest, that's a high indicator of attraction. Her gaze is seeking yours out, not just casually, but with subconscious intent. Our minds naturally focus on what matters most to us. If her eyes keep finding you, chances are you matter. Sometimes eye contact is paired with physical cues that enhance the message. She may tilt her head slightly, exposing her neck, a vulnerable area, or she may blink a bit more than usual, especially if she's nervous. These micro behaviors, paired with steady eye contact, reveal emotional stimulation and arousal. She may be feeling a rush of dopamine, and her body shows it in subtle but clear ways. Now, here's the twist. Not every woman is bold enough to hold strong eye contact. Some, especially those who are shy or anxious, might avoid it altogether. But avoidance doesn't always mean disinterest. In fact, excessive blinking, glancing down, or smiling while looking away can all be signs of nervous attraction. It's less about the intensity and more about the context and pattern. Understanding this requires presence. It demands that you don't just look, but that you see. Women who are attracted often give off a mix of subconscious signals through their gaze. If you're tuned in, you'll catch these signs before words are ever exchanged. If you're not, you might miss a moment that could have sparked something powerful. Eye contact is also a mirror of emotional states. A woman in a flirtatious or passionate mood will naturally hold your gaze longer. She might bite her lip while looking at you or lower her eyelids ever so slightly, classic signs of seductive interest. These gestures are almost always unconscious, which makes them even more authentic. But don't mistake every look for desire. Some women are naturally warm and expressive, which can be confusing. The key is to combine her gaze with other body language signals. Is she leaning toward you? Is she mirroring your movements? Are her feet pointed in your direction? All these clues form a pattern, and eye contact is often the starting point. Another deep layer to consider is cultural influence. In some cultures, eye contact is bold and expected. In others, it may be more restrained. Context matters. Age, personality, and social setting also shape how a woman uses her gaze. But one thing stays constant. When a woman is truly into you, her eyes will always give her away. In romantic psychology, it's well documented that mutual gaze, when two people look into each other's eyes for extended periods, creates rapid bonding. In fact, studies have shown that prolonged eye contact can increase heart rate, stimulate arousal, and deepen emotional connection. That's why, when she maintains eye contact longer than normal, your body often reacts, your pulse quickens, your breath changes. It's a biological conversation without words. So how should you respond when you notice these cues? First, don't look away too quickly. Meeting and holding her gaze signals confidence, something that's universally attractive. If she's into you, she'll usually welcome it. You don't need to stare her down, just stay present. A soft smile, a relaxed demeanor, and steady eye contact can create a powerful moment of connection. Also, be aware of your own eyes. Are you looking at her with curiosity? With warmth? The way you look at her can trigger a loop of interest, because attraction is often reciprocal. If she sees that you're tuned into her, she'll likely continue the visual dialogue. Finally, pay attention to those quiet moments when nothing is being said, but her eyes stay on yours. That's where the magic often hides. In that silence, there's vulnerability, desire, even fantasy. Her look might be saying more than any conversation ever could. The truth is, women are far more expressive with their eyes than most men realize. And once you begin to decode what those looks mean, you step into a new level of awareness and confidence. You stop guessing, you start observing, you begin understanding the emotions behind the glance and responding with intention. So next time she locks eyes with you, don't just look back, read it, engage with it, let it linger. Her eyes might be revealing a secret her words are too afraid to speak.